far by level that warranted them to call off today's protest. But notwithstanding, I joined them to call on the federal government to rewrite the wrong of the former former President Buhari, who only achieved closure of border to encourage made in Nigeria. But at the end of the day, he failed. The Mr. President today, Mr. Tinubu, please, we are aware that Buhari did not do well. You are aware of some certain areas he failed. Please open the border to ease hardship and high cost of living. Hunger no serve party. Then Dr. Chidi Lloyd commissioned police station today. This is a welcome development. You've done well, sir. I advise and urge police to please do not handle the equipment as usual. Make una try help government. Make
right,
government do the help.
Thank you very much. Nigeria Info, good morning. Yep, you're welcome. Good morning to you. You might have to call us back you have to call us back because we're hearing a beep in the background. It's really noisy. Thank you. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi. How are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you. Go on. What's your name?
Yes, so
what's your name, please? Tell us your name and where you're calling from before you continue.
The present government led by President Tinubu.
Hello.
But he would have made that important point that the hardship started with the APC-led federal government, and at a point, President Tinubu came on board. He took us to a level we don't even know where we are right now. By a mere pronunciation of subsidy is gone. Subsidy is gone. Can't they do something different this time around? Because people have been coming to tell us, we shouldn't blame this government. Who should we blame? And what can the government do different to get it right this time around? That is what the government and those of them that are their handlers should be telling us. But it's so sad. They were telling me that at the end of the day, they have gotten some of their demands, and the federal government is on the other hand telling me that they have, done 90% of the demands of labor. Can we begin to see the impact? Because at least we are part of the system also. And for me, I want to sincerely appreciate Dr. Chidi Lloyd, the MO Akabo, for a job well done. Look at that police division, a wonderful ADB, a project that the state government is willing to embark on. They talk about the road project. I think Dr. Chidi Lloyd came prepared. Sir, continue. All
right, thank you very much. Let's go on to another caller now.
Forget him at all.
Nigeria Info, good morning.
Hello, my friend Andrew. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Justice Zori from Omudioga.
Okay, go on.
Andrew, let me contribute in fighting economy. Where the former governor of Lagos State, Governor Ambode, said the economy did not start. The economy slow did not start under President Tinubu. He's very correct. Even when good luck was there was economic hardship, but it was not like this. It increased when President Buhari came. It was not like this. And now Tinubu, everything, when you say bad, everything went to the worst. Let me plead that the government of President Tinubu should please work out modalities to see how we can fight the hardship in this country. It is biting hard. Now, and the chairman of Federal local government, Dr. Chidi Lloyd, commissioning police buildings are built. Yes, that's very good. But there's a difference between investing in the economy and constructing building. That constructing building will not bring food to the good people of Federal local government. We are talking of what will impact life. Andrew, come to my local government, come to my community. How will that police station touch people in Omudioga? It cannot. People are dying of lack of infrastructure. People are dying as a result of lack of dividends of democracy to the people. But then nothing is, somebody is praising Chidlock. What did he do? We need.
All right, thank you very much. Point made. Let's take some messages on WhatsApp, on Facebook, I beg your pardon, before we get back to the calls. Nigeria Info 92, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, that's the handle. Umma Olebara says, I want our leaders to know that there is God and that they are not him. Many of them on ascension to power start assuming the status of alternate god and begin to exhibit varied acts of dictatorship and tyranny. Mr. Chris says, million thanks to the State High Court for restricting the police from arresting the Chief of Staff. Thank God Ability Twigbu says, hardship in Nigeria started immediately APC took over power from the PDP. After shouting solidarity forever under the heavy sun yesterday, the big shoes will go back and cash out. Larry Spieth on Facebook says, I agree with the statement credited to Bode George. That hardship didn't start with President Tinubu, but I want him to also agree with me that the hardship got worse under Tinubu's administration. I commend Governor Fubara for promising to immortalize the late Herbert Wigwe. Lorenzo Delight on Facebook says, NLC suspending protest isn't ideal. They would have continued awakening the spirit of the government. Views and ideas of Wenedaweli on state governor organizing economic summit is a good one. Andrew Ingelale is just doing his job. Alabo God knows on Facebook says, Ambode says hardship did not start in Tinubu's government. The president should sit up, or I'm calling on Honorable Patrick Amadi says, NLC suspends peaceful protest, saying aims of protest have been achieved. Hope the NLC president did not take money. Well, I'll leave that question for them to answer. Christian Williams says, it seems NLC is becoming serious this time, and I pray they continue with their seriousness so as to save us from this mess. But my only concern is that the federal government may use police against them. But the police was there to provide security for them yesterday. I don't think you can say use the police against them. How? All right, those are some of the messages on Facebook. You can send in some more on Facebook. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Chris Onwa says NLC suspends nationwide protest. That's a sign of cowardice. This is one of the reasons the current NLC administration can't achieve anything. NLC should be courageous and not this madness of many for the benefits of few. Skillful Piro on Facebook. You say hardship didn't start with Tinubu. Tenor. My question to him is, was the hardship like this under Goodluck's time? President Tinubu should do something. I beg. The hardship is worse. Bakel Menegbo John says, does the law says arrest and take to correction center or arrest and charge to court? I wonder why they're not arresting the bank managers who are giving them the dollars. We should remember some politicians run 2023 election with bundles of dollars. Chidiloy doing a great job in MOH local government, and that's from Bakel. Okay. So you can keep sending me more messages and be a part of the conversation on Facebook. Wherever you are, you can listen, watch online at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Again, at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle. So like the page and join in on the conversation. On Facebook, WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number. Send those messages in. Let's go back to the phone lines. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Andrew, my name is Cookie Gam. I'm calling from morning.
Okay, Andrew. Cookie Gam, go on.
Andrew, I just want to suspend their protest. And it's a very nice one. Andrew, I watched the protest over Nigeria. It is full of organized protest. But I don't know whether the federal government listens to the Nigerian Congress. And that's my problem. To Andrew, Ambode said that hardship does not start from Tinubu's government. Chai. Andrew, how do you hear that talk? The Ambode said that hardship does not start from Tinubu's government. Andrew, last time I will buy fuel for 195 or 190. You will buy 10 liters. You can put your generator for 2 days. Now you buy 2 liters for 2,000, only for 2 hours. Why do you want to compare hardship in Nigeria? And it's getting worse on daily basis in Nigeria since people enter this government as president. From the phase where he sat on that seat as Nigerian president, he has been things have been falling apart in Nigeria. Andrew, tell somebody is a big man. He can eat 10, 20 square meters as it was. But there are 4 that cannot eat 1 a day, 1 square meter a day. We don't want them to die on the streets in Nigeria every day by day. So Ambode, please, tell Tinubu, if not fix Nigeria, resign as the Nigerian president, if not fix Nigeria, because Nigerians are facing our hardship on a daily basis at hours and hours, second by second. So Ambode, tell your principal, I'm the president of Nigeria, if not let him resign and not someone that will take Nigeria to the greater height.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. as well. On WhatsApp, court restrained police from arresting and harassing Edison. I think that's the position of law. Police should stop joining politicians in political witch hunting. Chidi Bekwe, that's from you. Amifo Ernest says, on Chidi Lloyd Commissioning Police Station, it's a welcome development. Our leaders should think about building factories and invest in agriculture. Amifo Ernest Port Harcourt. I've been shouting agriculture. I don't know how to shout it anymore. But we'll keep talking about it because it's very important. My question is, the local governments have agricultural supervisors. Which projects in agriculture have they I'm not talking of just buying stems, though. I'm not talking about doing one agricultural project for the sake of political recognition and so that you have something to say. When I was in office, we did. The one that is on ground, we are seeing it's translating to something. It's people now hear that in that local government, if Gary is cheapo, in that local government, Gary, everybody goes there to buy. And farmers are saying, everybody can visibly see a system and a structure on ground. What investment do we have in agriculture? Not just go and after the flood, we went and shared stem. I think that was the last time I heard. And the stem itself, many farmers did not get it. Then, okay, after giving them stem, what next now? Well, NLC suspends nationwide protest. I think the NLC now lives in past glory. They've lost it all when they shifted the struggle from benefits of the masses to what benefits civil servants. And Onobenye Kachikesi, you sent in that message. On the Nation newspaper, there's some interesting headlines here. This one says, the economy will get better. Tinubu assures Nigerians. Borrowers from banks to pay more. And this one says, Senate to streamline CBN's overdraft to federal government. All of those. UBK to UK envoy. Abuja is safe. All of that is on the Nation newspaper. Kelvin Frank says, I said it there that Labour has always been a joke. That the last Labour protest was that history had told us since then that Labour had not developed the guts for any protest in this country. But they held one yesterday, so what is it? They've held several other protests since that time, so I don't get your point. Wamit Fortune says, good morning. Suspension of nationwide protest is what I know will take place. Like I earlier said, days are gone when NLC stood for what they are known for. They said the aim of the protest has been achieved. I don't know what the aim is, but that's what they said. And they made their demands. Perhaps the aim was to make their demands, and the demands have been made. So, well, let's wait and see what follows in the coming days. Back to the phone lines now, shall we? Nigeria Info, good morning. We lost that call. Hello, good morning to you, Nigeria Info.
Hello, good morning, please.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yes, I'm calling from Zoba here, please.
Okay, go ahead.
My brother, we are live to witness what an elderly statesman, Abu Dhabi, is talking about the economic in Nigeria. These are the same people when they are in PDP, they promise heaven and earth, and at the end of the day, that's where we stop. Now he's in government of the Tinubu now. I expected him, the word of that experience he was getting when he was a governor, to apply that, look, this time let us change this economy. And he's coming out to tell millions of Nigerians that Tinubu are not the cause of it. When they say Tinubu have the money that it takes to take care of Nigeria. And this is what we are passing through. My brother, where will we start? Where will we start when these people from government to government, we are suffering? Where will we start? Who will save us from these people? That is my prayer. Thank you very much, please.
Thank you very much. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning, Amber.
Morning to you.
My name is Susan. I'm calling from Rema.
All right, straight to the point, please.
Yeah, I should be like to commission a police station built by his administration. I think it's a welcome development. For anybody who cares to know, we have always argued that the food crisis in Nigeria today, because the inflow of is actually coming from Niger, certain aspect of Nigeria. And because of crisis and conflict and killing of farmers, we do not have that leeway anymore because that has been granted. And then we're also talking even here that some of our youth now live in the bush, and we are calling on the police to actually something to make sure that these guys being armed. So for the business state, for somebody to say that feeding a police station has nothing to do with feeding and I think this is one thing that will to actually carry on under canopy. So particular aspect in that aspect of the local government is there, and the police will be drafted place, and then they will take care of the environment themselves. And I talked about the issue concerning economy summit in River State. I actually agree with. I always ask a question, even with the River State government, who are the members of the economic team? What we on media and begin to talk about other things, but the economy, even as we talk about the federal government, is also affecting us here. So I believe that we should do what is actually right to make sure that this works for the people as far as the state is concerned, and not mention the names of other people and play for the court now ruling on the issue concerning ADC and all of that. Ginger to say something. Man is born free, but everywhere in chain. There is a responsibility somewhere. I love it when it is in court. But thank you for from my community.
All right, Susie, thank you very much. We'll get to X now. We'll take some of your comments on X. Remember, on X, it is Nigeria Info PH. So don't forget to drop your comments. Follow us on X and drop your comments. Inda Philip on Facebook says, when people are praising Chidilord, I just feel like crying. As long as MOI is involved, he should continue with buying buildings. I don't get what that is. Okay, you said you want the MOI Council Chairman to learn from the Query Council Chairman. Fidelis says the court decision on everybody's yes matter is a good development for our democracy. This message here says, Ingi Dennis, good morning. NLC and TUC are two very unserious unions. I in particular don't take them serious. Chikeze Lawrence says court restraining police from embarrassing the chief of staff of the government house is a good one. Okudili says, good morning. NNPC Limited plan to end petrol shortage in 10 years. I thought NNPC told us that petrol is in abundance. Blessed Ola says, court restrained police from arresting chief of staff. This is a good one. FCT minister should stop intimidating. Was this not? When did the FCT minister say it was intimidating anybody? Blessed Famalu, please. Nwoko Kara Victor says, immortalizing Dr. Herbert Wigwe is a commendable decision by the government. And that's how we wrap things up on the newspaper review segment of the Morning Crossfire today. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. We have a short commercial now. Afterwards, we go for the news at 7, business news at 7. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info.